What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm talking about how I schedule my weeks of work versus my weeks of vacation. So welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Sean. I run a digital marketing agency that pretty much gives me complete freedom to travel the world whenever I want, however I want, for as long as I want. And in this channel, I teach you guys how to achieve freedom through building a badass online business. So what I want to talk about today is how I structure my weeks of work versus my kind of weeks of vacation. So what I'm trying to do right now is 5 weeks of work followed by 1 week of vacation. And the way that works is during my 5 on weeks, I work from Monday to Saturday, and then I take Saturday night off and Sunday off. So I basically work 6 days a week, take 1 day weekends, and then on the 6th week, I try to take all 7 days off and go on a trip. So right now I'm in Miami, walking down South Beach, and this is one of my times off. So if you add up my total days off over a 6-week period, it ends up being 12 days. So 1 day off per week for 5 weeks, which is 5, then 7 days off, so 7 and 5 is 12. So basically I end up taking the same number of days off as someone who works a normal 9-to-5 job, which is just I basically save up a bunch of my days until the end, which basically lets me take a vacation every 5 weeks, whereas most people get a vacation once, maybe twice a year. And this is another example of when you have time freedom and location freedom, you can set up your life to be so much more efficient. Like, I'm taking the same number of days off, but getting so much more enjoyment and adventure in each of those days. So the reason why I believe in generally short, frequent trips is that it kind of acts as a 6-month review period where I spend this time reviewing my progress in my business over the last 5 months. I have time to pause, stop, and reflect. And also, being in a new place really spurs a lot of creativity. So I often find while I am walking down a random patch of beach in Miami, I will have these really interesting business ideas that come to me that I just can't wait to implement when I get back to working full time. And there's actually been research that suggests frequent trips are good to spur creativity. And oftentimes, if you're in a rut in life or in your business, just throwing yourself into a new environment will help you get out of that. And that completely resonates with me. It also, gives you the opportunity to meet people all over the world. So now when I go on these trips, I'll reach out through my social media channels to people in these cities and, try to work on collaborations or meetings with potential clients, business partners. It just flows so nicely when you have a location independent business. So if for you guys that are already running your own businesses, I would encourage you to figure out some kind of a system of days on versus days off that works well for you. And one cool thing is that because I kind of set my own hours, I actually don't have to completely turn things off over these 7 days. I usually actually spend maybe 1 or 2 hours a day just checking emails, checking in, making sure that my team is running the business properly while I'm not there full time. And again, another really important thing that I encourage you guys to do on your time off is actually set aside time where you're just sitting, reflecting, and thinking about the progress you've made over the past work period, whether it's 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever you choose, and reflecting on what you've done, reflecting on your successes, reflecting on areas you fell short, and then really making a strategy about how you're going to crush your next work period. So for me, that would be 5 weeks. And I find it's such a great system dividing my work life up into these little 6-week intervals. It's a great, solid, focused work, and then I get to do something epic in some country anywhere in the world, once every 6 weeks, which makes it all fun and worth it too. And it's kind of everything I wanted to talk about today. So from Miami, hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everyone is moving towards their business goals. If you guys like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I read and reply to all these comments. Until next time, guys, as always, I'll see you later.